Choosing the right framework for building AI agents is one of the most important architectural decisions you will make in 2026. Google ADK and LangChain are the two leading contenders, and both claim to solve the same problem. Today we go beyond the feature checklist and into design philosophy, real-world trade-offs, and exactly when to choose which. LangChain was born in October 2022 to solve a real problem. There was no standard way to chain prompts, tools, memory, and models together. It became the most adopted open-source LLM framework with over 80,000 GitHub stars. Google ADK was launched at Cloud Next 2025 for a different reason. Google's own teams needed a structured, production-grade way to build multi-agent systems at scale. Two frameworks, two different origin stories. Their design philosophies are fundamentally different. ADK is protocol-first. Agents are modular services communicating over open standards like A2A and MCP. State lives at the network layer, not inside a library. LangChain is ecosystem first. It evolved into LangGraph, which models workflows as directed graphs where nodes are steps and edges define transitions, giving you fine-grained control over every decision point. Here is the same pipeline built in both frameworks side by side. In ADK, you define specialist agents as objects, set an output key, and chain them with sequential agent. It reads like plain Python. In LangChain, you define nodes as functions and wire them with explicit graph edges. It reads like graph theory applied to LLM orchestration. Same result, very different mental models. LangChain's greatest strength is its ecosystem. Over 600 integrations covering vector databases, CR/MIS, cloud platforms, and DevOps tools, plus LangSmith for enterprise-grade tracing and evaluation. ADK trades breadth for depth within Google Cloud, native Gemini and Vertex AI integration, a built-in dev UI for local testing, and open telemetry-based observability that avoids vendor lock-in. On the full feature comparison, ADK supports Python, TypeScript, Java, and Go, the most polyglot framework available today. LangChain covers Python and JavaScript. For model flexibility, LangChain is fully model agnostic across 600+ models. ADK is optimized for Gemini but works with others. On protocols, ADK has native A2A and MCP. LangChain supports MCP via an adapter package, but has no native A2A yet. When do you choose each one? Choose ADK if you are on Google Cloud, using Gemini as your primary model. Need Java or Go support? Want A2A cross-framework interoperability? Or prefer a framework that feels like conventional software engineering without deep graph abstractions? Choose LangChain if you need 600+ integrations. You are on AWS or Azure. Need LangSmith observability, or your agent logic is highly nonlinear and benefits from explicit graph-level control. In production, the choice becomes clear quickly. An enterprise chatbot on Google Workspace with Gemini? ADK. Native integrations. Vertex AI deployment. A multi-model RAG pipeline on AWS Bedrock and Pinecone? LangChain. Those integrations simply don't exist natively in ADK. A polyglot system where a Python orchestrator hands off to a Java microservice? Only ADK supports that via A2A. Many teams end up using both. ADK for Google native pipelines, LangChain for third-party integrations. There is no universal winner, only the right tool for your specific context. ADK wins on protocol-first interoperability, Google Cloud depth, polyglot support, and a lower barrier to entry. LangChain wins on ecosystem breadth, observability maturity, multi-cloud flexibility, and fine-grained graph control. ADK 2.0 is already adding graph workflows. LangChain is deepening protocol support. The lines are blurring, which means the best engineers today understand both. Know both. Choose deliberately. Build confidently.